Guys, it's the extra edible here, and I figured I would do another reviews of 2019, and this reviews of 2019 is on the Steven Universe movie. And I'm doing this simply because it's been about a month. It's been about a month since the movie has come out. It came out on September 2nd of this year. I honestly don't remember what day it came out. I keep thinking it's September 3rd, but when I was going online and figure out, and I went on the trailers, it turned out it was indeed September 2nd. So yeah, that's why I'm doing this review. It's about 1 month old. It's a month old film, and what are my thoughts on it? Well, before I get in the review myself, I just want to say that I'm a huge Steven Universe fan. I am a fan of Steven Universe. I remember I saw like a bunch of season 1 episodes at my dad's house a bunch of times, and alright, so I'm definitely going to open that window again. That's right next to me, because if I do that, it'll open up the door and you can hear what people are saying. But yeah, I remember seeing a bunch of season 1 episodes from at my dad's house, and I was overall a fan of the show for a while. I remember I was watching a few episodes that had like the rubies in it. There was like I remember I watched like I think it was called oh, I don't know what it was called, but it was definitely one episode where Ruby, the eyeball Ruby, and Steven were trapped in this bubble and they were just floating in space for a while, and like Steven and Eyeball were fighting, and Eyeball got sent out, and but was thankfully recovered at Homeworld. And yeah, and for a while, and then after a while, my interest in the show just died. It literally just died. I didn't care for the show anymore, and I wasn't interested in it anymore. That wasn't until it wasn't until this video came out. So I'll show you the video right now. So yeah, it was this video by Toon Ruins, titled "Every Time Pearl is Gay." Yeah, that's right. That video right there is the video that literally resurrected my interest in the show. I know, that's incredible. How that video was the thing that brought me back into Steven Universe. It's incredible. So yeah, and then after I saw that video, I just started watching the show. I started watching videos of it again. I started just watching different videos from and I just started loving the show again. Not liking, loving the show again. And then I decided to watch the two recent episodes that came out, Reunited and Legs from Here to Homeworld. And then after I was done watching those episodes, I started to go into all of the Heart of the Crystal Gems, like episodes to figure out what was going on and stuff. And I think I've got an idea of what's happening. And then after waiting for a few months, I finally got to see the Diamond Days arc. I got to see the Diamond Days arc. We got to see the diamonds. We got to see White Diamond, her pulling like Steven's gem out and revealing to be like a pink Steven, and that iconic "she's gone" moment. I'm not gonna shout because this is a like a public area. Like there are rooms connected over there, and people can hear me. So that's why I had to do that pathetic excuse of a scream there. So yeah, and then we got the Change Your Mind finale, and then we waited for a few months, and now we finally got a new movie by it. So then we finally got a new movie, and it was called Steven Universe the movie. So I'm not going to go into the plot because let's face it, this film is like a month old, and people have already made reviews on it, so far better reviews than mine. And I figured I would just talk about the film. Well, first of all, I think the new Steven that they've got is really cool. I like his design. I like how he's aged. I love how Steven's voice aged. He went from being a high pitched kid like this to well, sort of something like this. Those are two really awful impressions. My sincerest apologies. But yeah, I basically, and then we basically get a really old Steven then who is pretty awesome. I also like how Garnet, Pearl, and Amethyst have their change your mind reformations because well they haven't had much combat, so it's not gonna make sense for them to have a new design. So yeah, that's pretty good. And yeah. yeah, and I like that. And you know what? I'm gonna move real quick. So yeah, I've moved it to a new area, and I think this is where I'm gonna, record my videos from now on because it's at a good height position for my face. So yeah, we basically get a new like gem world thing, a new like home world for the corrupted gems who were uncorrupted again, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool how we got my sincerest apologies for one of my brothers opening that door and demanding or asking me to do a single frame of me of him of him over there and me just going like something like that. It's a thing that we've done in some of our older videos if you check them out. My sincerest apologies. Apologies. Now I forgot what I was gonna say. Thanks. But anyway, we get like a new like place for like uncorrupted gems and stuff, and for all the uncorrupted gems that were uncorrupted from Change Your Mind and stuff. And God, you can tell I've forgotten that because my brother interrupted me. So thanks a lot. So yeah, everything's pretty peaceful. The diamonds are okay. In fact, White Diamond says that like the very beginning of the film tells like the diamonds like a story, right, about Steven and how he saved the homeworld or something. And so yeah, he everything's okay except for when we bump into an old friend who everyone was going crazy on the internet. Everyone was going crazy for who this gem was. Is it Morganite? Is it Red Diamond? Who could it be? Nope, it's a Spinel. And what are my thoughts on her? I think she's absolutely great. I think she's great. She's perfectly casted. I think her voice actor is really great. I love the song Other Friends. I absolutely love that song. It's really catchy. I also like how she's like her style, her like design is like based off like rubber hose animation, which is like really old animation from dating back to the 1910s and 20s. I think that's really cool. My only problem is that when she's fighting Steven cuts her and she de-evolves into a mini version of herself. In fact, that's what happens to Pearl, Gown, and Amethyst. In fact, that's what the majority of the film is. Well, most of like I'm gonna guess the second or the first act is. It's just Steven trying to get his three friends back and stuff. So yeah, he at one point he gets Amethyst back. Amethyst's ready to attack Spinel, but Spinel doesn't remember who she was. And honestly, I think Spinel's a great character. She's perfectly casted. I love how I've said that stuff already before. But yeah, the first act is like the first or second act is just of them saving it. And I guess that's really boring. That's just really boring and stuff. And so yeah, it's pretty boring how most of this film is just of Steven trying to get his friends back. That's a problem that I have with this film. But yeah, everything is going well, and oh my god, this review is falling apart, and it's only at the 8-minute mark. This is why you write a script, Mr. Egovert Oddball. Egovert Oddball. Most of this film is just of Steven trying to get his friends back, and when he does, Spinel is rushing to this place, showing Steven what happened to him. We find out that Pink Diamond had a playmat, which for some reason Pearl never brought up. Like seriously, out of all the years that Pearl has been with Steven, she never brought up once about Spinel. Oh, never once a single time. Not even when she was talking about Pink Diamond and stuff. She never brings up her. She never brings, Spinel up. So, yeah, that happens, and Spinel waits for thousands of years, and then she gets the message that, Steven had saved the gem world and stuff. Then we get a really awesome battle between Spinel and Steven, which ends with Spinel just giving up already. Like, I mean, at least she put up a fight and was almost convinced not was convinced to almost kill Steven, but Steven wins again, and Spinel just says she's not going to be a villain anymore, and that's another problem I have with Steven Universe. And this is another problem I have with Steven Universe, is that its main villains are so defeatable. The villains are just so easy to defeat. Like, literally, they're easy to defeat. The diamonds, they were easily defeated. I mean, Blue Diamond really didn't put up much of a fight, but Yellow and White, they were perceived as these, these menacing dictators who were not redeemable, and yet here with us, and there they were. Steven just defeated them, heck, the way Steven defeats White Diamond is I am a kid. What's your excuse? And bam, just like that. It's just really, really. All it took to defeat a freaking dictator was to just throw a roast at it? Like, yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem I have with the show. It's like, it's just, why can't the writers just have one main villain that isn't defeated so easily? I mean, at least with Spinel, she put up some kind of a fight before she was, pathetically defeated. I mean, she at least put up a fight and, actually tried doing something and actually almost got close to killing both of them, but Steven saved both of them and stuff. So, yeah, that happens. And also, there was something I also noticed about this film, is that it doesn't feature a lot of, a lot of the characters that are usually featured in the show. For example, Lapis, Paradox, and Bismuth. They don't get a lot of screen time. Lars and the Off Colors, they don't get a lot of screen time either. Like this whole film just feels like it's focused on the main four: Steven, Pearl, Garnet, and Amethyst, and Spinel. That's what it feels like. At least it feels like none of the other characters were in the movie or something and stuff. That's what it felt like, at least. So yeah. Anyway, that's all I pretty much. And then and the Diamonds came back and they want a recruit, Spinel as the new playmate for something. And honestly, yeah. Do I like this film? Was it worth the wait? And wait, yeah, it was. It's still a great film. I still like it. Its singles are great. I absolutely love all four of the main characters. I love Steven, even though, and I still love the other three, Garnet and Amethyst and Pearl, even though in reality they were evolved into their, in their first form, and had to, and they had to gradually, get to their old form again. So yeah, that happened. See, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Make sure the like button, make sure the subscribe button, tap the little bell to be notified every single time I upload. And, yeah, that's pretty much, all I have to say about the Steven Universe film. Hope you guys enjoyed this really, really, really long, boring video. And, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. And this will also be my new setup when I do, videos where I'm talking face to face. This is my new area. Yeah, not over there anymore, or in my bedroom. Anyway, bye.